Tears of the Kingdom is on the horizon, and so many people are so hyped for this game, and Zelda is one of my favorite video game franchises of all time, so naturally, I'm excited for this game too, right? No, I've hardly paid any attention to this game. I did watch the latest trailer from last month, same with the gameplay showcase that Nintendo put out last month, and I'm still not enticed. Because, at least from the snippets that I've seen, this game just seems to be more Breath of the Wild, which is a game that I just never really cared for. I'm pretty sure Breath of the Wild is the best-selling Zelda game of all time. I've seen a lot of people say that it's the best Zelda game they have ever played, and on top of that, I've also seen plenty of people say it is one of the best games they have ever played. I don't know what I'm missing because I have always found this game to be boring as fuck. And it pains me to say that because, again, I love the Zelda franchise. Like I said, it's one of my favorite video game franchises of all time, and also I think the boring criticism has always been a cop-out criticism, but that's just how I genuinely feel. I could just never get into this game. I personally loved the Zelda formula up until this point, going in dungeons and getting new items as you progress in the story. I'm also not a fan of the open world. It's huge. No shit, it's an open world game, but it's huge and it's pretty fucking barren, besides a few villages thrown in. And yes, I do prefer linear games, but that doesn't mean that in general I don't like playing open world games. I love games like both Red Dead Redemption games and Ghost of Tsushima, to name a few open world games, but Breath of the Wild's open world just doesn't entice me. There are NPCs you can interact with, of course, and there are side quests in this game littered throughout its world, but a lot of the interactions you have with other people in this game's world don't really have much substance besides, hello there. And also, I just don't find the shrines very fun, which is unfortunate because the shrines are the crux of what you're doing in this game. In order to upgrade your health and stamina, you have to do these series of tedious-ass puzzles, or fight an enemy, and there's over 200 of these fucking shrines in the game. I got bored just doing a handful of these shrines. I can't imagine subjecting myself to doing every single fucking shrine in this game. And I think this game prioritizes exploration a little bit too much. What I mean by that is, the main story of this game ain't that fucking long. There are only 4 divine beasts in this game, which are the closest things to dungeons in Breath of the Wild. Most of the story you get in this game are through optional flashback scenes you obtain by exploring the world. So unless you're committed to finding all of these scenes, you're not really getting that much story in this game, which is what I miss because Zelda games usually had exploration and story go hand in hand. So pretty much what I'm getting at here is, I just miss the old Zelda formula. I know a lot of people love the shake-up, a lot of people loved how Breath of the Wild changed things, but for me personally, I didn't mind the way Zelda games were before Breath of the Wild. But the world doesn't revolve around you. Plenty of other people thought the Zelda formula was getting stale. That's all well and good, this is all just my opinion, and in my opinion, Zelda was fine before Breath of the Wild. I really tried giving this game a chance. I played it back when it released. I played the Wii U version, which is a version I do not recommend playing, because the Wii U could just barely handle this game. I remember being so hyped for this game in the years leading up to its release. I remember when Nintendo first unveiled it at their Direct for either E3 2013 or 14, either one of those 2 years, but when I first saw the teaser trailer for this game, I was like, this looks so fucking good, give me this game right now. And this game getting delayed several times only built up my anticipation for this game because I was like, if Nintendo needs this much time to make this game, they're obviously cooking up a masterpiece, right? And then when this game finally came out, I was underwhelmed. I forced myself to like it, maybe I even lied to people and said, oh, this game is amazing, but it just didn't click with me, but I didn't want to admit it because I was so hyped for this game for so long. I beat the game on the Wii U way back in 2017, and then I bought it again just a few months ago because I wanted to give it another fair shot. I did a bunch of the shrines, did some side quests, and got through 2 divine beasts before I tapped out. because I just cannot click with this game. But I have to come to grips with this is how Zelda is probably gonna be from here on out, because this game was such a huge success. Why wouldn't Nintendo try to emulate this game in future releases? If you like Breath of the Wild, fine, whatever, more power to you. Keep having fun with the game, and have fun with Tears of the Kingdom too, because that game is no doubt also going to be a smash hit, and is probably also going to win Game of the Year. I'll just go into the corner and keep having fun with my personal Game of the Year. The Resident Evil 4 remake. Such a fantastic game. Maybe someday in the future I'll buy Tears of the Kingdom, but if it's not that much different from Breath of the Wild, I don't really have much high hopes when it comes to me enjoying the game. But anyways, one more thing I want to add, and this doesn't really have much to do with Breath of the Wild itself, but rather Nintendo's scumfuck practices. Breath of the Wild is now 6 years old. Its sequel is a few weeks away. There is no fucking reason for this game to still be $60 goddamn dollars. And Tears of the Kingdom is going to be $70 goddamn dollars, even though it's going to be released on the same hardware that was outdated even back when it came out. But I digress. Tangent over. That's all I have to say. Bye-bye.